He just equated gun owners to Nazis.
And Chihuahuas.
Sorry, if you don't like that, write it down. We've given you cards.
You shouldn't like
Are you
that.
defending that?
That's offensive.
Are you defending him equating gun owners?
Fighting citizens, Nazis?
If you will please be quiet, because this is not your turn to talk. You guys want to have an educational meeting, you can have one of your own and see who shows up, and that's fine. Right now...
We're the ones who showed up for yours.
Yeah, we showed up. He just equated gun owners to Nazis.
And Chihuahuas.
Sorry, if you don't like that, write it down. We've given you cards.
You shouldn't like
Are you
that.
defending that?
That's
Are you
offensive.
defending him equating gun owners?
Fighting citizens, Nazis?
If you will please be quiet, because this is not your turn to talk. You guys want to have an educational meeting, you can have one of your own and see who shows up, and that's fine. Right now...
We're the ones who showed up for yours.
Yeah, we showed up for yours.
The Second Amendment in the Bill of Rights.
It's a bar against tyranny.
Educate us,
Doesn't matter why they included it. The question is, do we want it, do we need it now, and is it relevant to today's life?
Sir,
Freedom of religion doesn't matter.
my understanding on it. I am sat here and I'm standing here right now, and I would like to agree with the professor. Everyone standing in this room right now, especially the veterans in this room right now, know that we are all Americans. The problem with this country right now is it's us and we need to stop this crap. Now, the thing I would like you to answer, sir, and I did go to war for this country.
Yeah.
Whether it was for everyone in here's ability to have oil and gas in their cars, or the banks, or whatever, I went to war for my country.
Thank you.
And I went to war for your ability to have the First Amendment to say what you stood up there and said today, write what you want to write in your newspaper, and have whatever opinion you want to have. You can practice whatever religious freedoms you want. I would like you to answer the question. Since you just said that one of the rights that I went to war over to defend, that is inalienable to every American citizen, if this discussion was going on about your First Amendment rights, would you still have the same opinion that we don't need that anymore either?
You didn't hear my answer.
I did hear your answer.
We all did.
You said the Second Amendment no longer matters and we might not need it right
That's
now.
not what I said.
Your question.
What were the reasons for the Second Amendment at the time it was adopted? And I said, it doesn't matter what their reasons are. What matters is whether or not it's relevant today. And that's the answer.
It is eternal truth. And eternal truth relevant in all time.
When they consider any part of the Constitution, any law, they're going to say, what does it mean today?
Let the man speak.
The threat of tyranny today is no less than the turn of the century in 1900, or 1800, or 1700.
Do you have any food reserves in your home right now? How long could you provide food for your family if the food supply was cut off? A month? A week? 3 days? Wouldn't you feel better if you had the necessary reserves? Have you ever noticed that the more advanced we get, the less prepared we are? Many things that defined life only 100 years ago are so convenient today that we don't really think about what would happen if that convenience were gone. Consider how we get our food. We just go down to the grocery store and grab a few things. But what if something happened that interrupted the food supply to the store? How long would it take for the shelves to be wiped out? What would you do? How long could you and your family survive? You know, for all the other important things in our lives, we have a variety of professionals, from mechanics to doctors, to help cover our bases. Why don't we also have a food professional? Food is our greatest dependency. Yet most of us find ourselves unprepared for the uncertainties that lie ahead. Why take chances? Why not do something about it? You've already taken the first step. Keep moving forward with this tour, and we can help you put a plan together and even show you how to get your food for free.
Can you